today's topic is on training. Whew. I'm out and about today. I'm at a little lake here. It's a fishing pond. They actually throw fish in this pond and people come to fish, which is pretty cool. It's a nice little area. It's nice and grassy, but you can see this little river behind me, the little man-made river thing that goes through there. So, I just am busy, and I wanted to get this done this week, and so I'm using my cell phone. I apologize for that. Not really apologize for it, but I am using my cell phone, and the quality may be a little different than what we're used to. But hey, cell phones nowadays have great quality in their video. But if you're following this at all, the very first thing we do is we become self-aware of the things that we want to change, behaviors we want to change, habits, actions, the emotions, the end result. We become aware of where we are, and then we take ownership of where we are. We take ownership of our feelings, we take ownership of our behaviors, we take ownership of our actions, good, bad, indifferent, we take ownership. And now, in this video, we get some training, we get some help. And there's all kinds of places and all kinds of ways to get help. Back in 2006, life was a mess. I did not have any clue what I needed to do. And so I took off on this journey. I became self-aware. I took ownership, and then I needed to make some changes. And so I took this journey that would take me into this learning. So I started by just researching self-improvement and who taught self-improvement and how I could make changes. I just did some homework. I started doing homework. Who are the guys that are teaching this, and are they credible? And I started doing all of my homework so I could get some training. So I started to look into books that I could read, videos I could watch, classes I could attend, seminars. I spent a ton of time going to seminars and studying and reading, and I still do to this day. Training is so important, and I still do that today. So I took the book Think and Grow Rich, for example, and I dissected that book chapter by chapter by chapter by chapter, and I made notes. I cross-referenced. If he was talking about something I didn't understand, I would find other resources, other material, so I could learn, because I needed more information. I needed training. I could either be self-taught, self-trained, or I could have somebody else. And so I grabbed a mentor to help me so I could get the training that I needed so I could overcome the bad behaviors and the negative emotions. So I learned that I could control my emotions. I can control my emotion and the state that I'm in so that I can control the action. See, emotion is the fuel to your action. Action gives you the results. And so I had to learn that I could control my emotions. My environment doesn't. The things that are going on around me do not control my emotions. I control my emotions. And you have to get training if you're going to improve. So we have to get training. We have to have something that will move us forward. If we don't, then we kind of get stuck. We kind of get stuck, and we get stuck in our own self, our own way. So we need some help. We need some training. We need something that will help us. Man, this makes me look like I'm losing my hair. Holy cow. I'm looking bald in that. I don't know how to stop that. I guess we'll just have to put up with me looking weird, trying to work my bifocals and making sure that I look good, but this is just down and dirty raw. So an example of getting training, it happens around us all the time. I spent the major part of my life in marketing, and I would get training. I would get training on the media. I would get training on content building. I'd get training on placement. I like photography. Maybe that's why I'm having a hard time with this camera thing. But I went and I get training on photography. I watched video after video. I've taken classes. I've taken some things to improve my photography skills, my videography skills, It may not be showing in this, but anyway, it is. Training is vital. Training is key. Otherwise, you're left to yourself. And you're in the situation you're in, even though it may not be a terrible situation, you're in the place where you're at because of your own self-training. So get some training, get some new perspective. So our life is full of training. From the moment that we are born, we start our training, right? We learn how to eat and swallow, learn how to walk and talk. We are learning from our environment, so we're in training. And as we get older, or as we get to a point where we realize, hey, I need to make some changes, it's time to get some training. It's time to go where somebody who may have a little more experience, or somebody who can see your path and the direction you're going and help you see that as well. And then also show you how to change easier. In other words, changing rules and belief systems and value systems, man, they're easier to change than you think. And in order for me to learn that, I went to the master Tony Robbins to learn about how to change my rules, how to change my value systems, how to make some of these personal changes. Because he had a deeper understanding and he could show me things that I couldn't see. So get some training. Just ask for help. Talk to somebody that can help you and say, if they don't know how, then say, where can I go to get this training? What can I do to get some help in some specific areas? You'll be glad you did. Okay, I am here at Dragonfly. I spend quite a bit of time here at Dragonfly. I'm the hypnotherapist for them and the operations manager. And Dragonfly Wellness Center is all about helping people with anxiety, with depression, PTSD, addictions. And they have some equipment in here that actually works and really helps people with these issues. One thing that we found is we can help them and help them mentally, but eventually they have to have some training on perspective and how to think and how to look at things differently so they can get some different outcomes and different results. So we teach them how to manage their emotional state and then use that emotional state to apply their action and results. But it goes along with what I was saying in that we have to get some training. So I'm walking in now into Dragonfly, and I can't stress enough how important it is that you seek out professional training. I've been at this since 2006. If you want, you can go to my website, doug-west.com. You can look at some of the stuff that I have. You can get some training wherever you're at. It doesn't matter. Anywhere in the world, there is all kinds of training. There are all kinds of people that can help you, especially in the way things are today. When I first started, it was a little harder, but now there's life coaches, mentors, hypnotherapists, naturopaths, doctors. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. So there's really no excuse. If you need help, ask for it. Get some help. And if it's really just about changing your life so you can live that remarkable life, then do it. Just go online and look up the Tony Robbins, the Bob Proctors, the Brandon Burchards of the world. They have so much content online that you can absorb without having to pay anything, that you can get a ton of training just by doing that. And then as you figure out who you like and the training that you need, then you can attend seminars, you can attend trainings, you can hire the mentor that would be perfect for you. So I highly suggest that you start your training now by doing research. So get your journal out, and this journal is going to be something you live with, and you start writing down people that impress you, some of the things you want training in. So like I mentioned, I like photography. I'm a content builder. My background is marketing prior to 2006, and now I own my own marketing agency now, and I help companies build content because marketing has changed, and now it's all about content marketing. So I help companies build content. I picked up a camera and started doing photography and videography, and I had to get some training. So I spent a year easily a year just getting training on videography and photography. And I'm still getting training, I'm still working on it. I still work on myself personally for personal development. I still get training in that area. So I would encourage you to really get some training. Okay, got to go in, I got some things I got to do.